this will be Qunari. Female. Mage. We are having trials on. Warning, in rare cases, trials may cause enemies or foes to behave active. Number of safe players recommended. Yeah. Well, let's just help up to that confirm. So we're doing Nightmare with trials on. We're doing Qunari Mage. And we're importing everything from my Dragon Age Keep information. So we should also have Alistair, as well as the Grey Warden we meet after we hit, if we do all of that, but no. This is going to be interesting. Oh shit, I just dropped my control. Yeah, that's no good. And that's how. What? No horns? Canaries don't have no horns. Oh, you can change the horns anyway. I didn't realise that. Don't have to have that first, lol.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
You leave me no choice.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
think how I'm about to start. I mean, it's double P. P-H-I-P. Double P, just double P. P-H-I-L-I-double-P-N. P-H-I-L-I-double-P-N. Yes. Let's get on that. What I might do is this night as open night for a few new playthroughs. This one. Run! I don't know how I'm going to do this. Go for it. How quickly. I'm also going to do 2 elf characters or 1 elf character. I think I am going to do a female elf mage and an archer elf, and then do a human rogue with gathered. So I've already got a dwarf warrior. I'm going to be doing a lot more Dragon Age, I think.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed.
Right.
Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
You. I'm sorry, Qunari.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
What about Cassandra versus Cassandra?
I don't understand.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Lillian. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that
I
grows
still wish
larger
they
with
did
each
origin
passing
stories
hour.
like they did in Origin.
It's not the only such
at the
rift.
beginning, before you
just
actually
the
start the
largest.
main campaign.
All were
to
caused by the
introduce
explosion of the
character a bit
Conclave.
more.
An
That would've been
explosion
good.
can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
I understand.
Then...
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed.
Yeah, except for that leaders never turned up. They all sent a representative.
There will
which
be a
everyone
trial.
knows.
I can promise no more. Come.
There will be a trial?
It is not far.
The
Where are
trial
you
never
taking me?
happened. Oh, no, if you include the trial did
Your mark
happen.
must be tested on something
That
smaller
was
than the
basically
breach.
in the trespasser, but no, they didn't call it a trial.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
It was basically just...
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred.
What was that?
Stay behind me!
That was it. Leave it at that. What the fuck was that? Okay, that was weird. Look back at this short range.
your weapon. Now!
Do you really think I need a staff to be dangerous?
Is that supposed to reassure me?
I haven't used my magic on you yet.
You're right. You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you. I should remember you agreed to come willingly. Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Yeah, if you can call it agreeing to come willingly.
Girl, you're
Call
so...
it then.
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now. If we flank them, we may gain the advantage. Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance. hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
What did you do?
I didn't.
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
So, I closed the rift. What now?
Now we go to meet Leliana.
What a great idea!
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Why does she like to?
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade. Far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
If I can close the breach, I will.
Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead.
That's exactly what I'm here.
We must move quickly.
I can't follow a ruling maniac due to the freaking...
Demons ahead!
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
I'll just load there. Also going to find a little bit more tactical as well. Because I haven't played through a nightmare before, so I don't want to find myself. Just randomly give me one. That's ridiculous. To force someone to use a spell. No, I already knew that. Well, I was hoping it wasn't going to change, but certainly wasn't going to get the cabin and get up to get that.
Kirkwall. A whole boatload of them. They were your typical cheerless sort, then they tried to take over the city and kill everyone. But I'm guessing you don't actually follow the game, do you? You're Talvishoth.
That's an excellent guess.
Well, you haven't recited a single quote from the Prophet Kosloon yet. So unless you're trying to stay on the Seeker's good side, I'd say that's pretty telling.
This is the first time in our beginning playthrough where I've actually used potion. I'm hoping I don't need to use them when I get up to here. That's why I've been more using the tactical view at the moment. It works. Rather than doing it face to face.
That didn't sound good.
This is my first time
So,
playing Lightning.
are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves to forward camp. We're almost there.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
They keep coming! Help us!
Use the mark!
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever.
Oh, you
The
can't
thing on your
kill me
hand is
because
useful.
that's telling me I'm still in combat.
The prisoner must get to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. It is our only chance.
You have already called. Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me?
Me?
You are a glorified clerk.
Bureaucrat.
A bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
It's glitching me in combat. Which means I can't level up. He died.
if we had to get past!
Quickly then!
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
You'll lose a lot more unless I get to the breach.
Indeed. The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
Give us time, but yet they're retreating.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked up. And our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one... who she was.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm assuming you have a plan to get me up there?
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Not only my real name, careful.
Now is the hour of our...
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
Pardon me.
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the Qunari.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
One, two, three. Open sesame. And boom. Okay. That
Now! We must strip its defensive. Wear it down.
That's a first. That is a first. That I don't get through that. That is the first time it's ever fucking happened.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Okay, oh, range units, get the fuck out. No, no. That's huge. Okay, why the fuck are you rolling like that? Don't listen to me. Oh, now, come on.
War coming through the rift.
Okay. Mm. You've got to be kidding me. Again?
We must strip its defenses, wear it down. The demon is vulnerable. Now! More coming through the rift!
the rift!
Oh my god. There's a lot more work than the last time I ever did. Nightmare mode took me 3 times. That's terrible. Probably wouldn't have taken me as long if I was a warrior. So more army and everything. Big mage, but shit, it also didn't help that freaking I was glitched over as being carrying my weapon, which then doesn't let you use your skill points when you level up because you still have your weapon equipped to that if you're still in battle. That didn't help, probably why. But still, we got through it. Took longer, but we still got through it. Thank God. Which means I am probably gonna love and hate Nightmare Mode.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Is this another prison?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
Then where am I? Tell me!
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So a trial happens now, I suppose.
I don't know anything about that. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Do you know a good look when everyone around you is scared? At least now I can level up because I don't have weapons. Anything good for spiritual? To the other opening parts for my other characters that I want to do as well tonight, so then I have a few to choose from. Okay. Blade of Trinity, a two-handed sword for mages. One thing Origin has over Inquisition mages that even wielding that can wield anything a warrior can. Sorry, fellas, someone help me choose who this playthrough, with. This was letting me a little bit more advice, so thought I better just respond quickly back to him.
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
Feisty. Don't have a problem with it? I think you want to make them more with you than with me.
May I be with you?
Alright, that's it. I dried this bone dry now resources with Eagle Forest.
Says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That is Chancellor Roderick's decision.
Might not be his decision, but it's what he's pushing. Because we're not following what the maker. Except for how do they know?
She should be taken to Val Royal immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine. I do not believe
missed it.
We can use that.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Let me guess. You need my help.
You have done plenty. Your actions will be taken into account by the new Divine.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
"5 minutes ago, you wanted me dead, and now I'm your savior."
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this, before it's too late.
It's funny that it goes to Tharianford where the Templars are moving to, and to Redcliffe, but we don't know where the Templars moved to. It seems a bit far-fetched in that sequence that somehow the crows know where to go. Alright. Anticipated and suspected. Man, the glitch is kind of funny with that.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins? Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by Chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
It's not just have the power, it's want to have.
And Mother Giselle will treat all demon claw wounds as you suggest, to deal with the venom.
Look who's back from the dead. Again. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen are tough as old leather.
My thanks for any part you played in that.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Zidane. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
Is there anything we can do?
The Divines, the Mages, the Templars, everyone ready to... Apothecary Don wanted to know
I didn't realise any of Leliana's Oxmen mercenaries were still here. Well, if you want new gear, you pay for it. Oh, you're her. Thrin,
Sorry.
Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making... We're strict... Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good...
If I have...
Just take it over there. One of my boys... Make her go with it. You find anything we need, let me know.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Creator, see me near. For I walk only where you
You see why we need to build siege equipment? We're not laying siege to anything.
That's an excellent point, Recruit. But if someone comes to lay siege to us, perhaps it will be best for us to have some means to fight back.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
So you do have to laugh at that. Because in one way the recruit's right, you're not laying siege to them, to just be basically annihilated.
Who are we fighting anyway, sir? I've heard it was mages. Demons.
I still laugh at that. Why are we setting up siege equipment anyway? It's not like we're laying siege to anything. That's a good point, Recruit. But if we ever get siege, it'd be nice to be able to fire back at the person besieging us.
If the Inquisition wants to field the decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I think it's quite a suitable mount for Master Jedi.
And my equipment options have just skyrocketed. Oh, come on, that's not what I wanted. You know. That's what I wanted. And get that stuff that I talked about. some armor from this thing. That is unusual. Normally you don't get that. Two more. I like things out here. These make my fire even worse for me. Because look at Vivienne. I have at the moment. She's a monster. Literally a monster with the fire magic. I care about the level up because I care about the resource. All about the resource. That gave me no resource.
Do you think you can have it done by midweek?
That when Thren needs it?
Quartermaster Thren understands that your work can't be rushed, Master.
CV's in the set. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're simple.
I definitely need a lot of army. That's why I'm grabbing as much as possible. Before I go see this smithy.
I should look around.
wish you could actually set things on fire. Being so heavy-handed at the moment. Your resource collection is because it needs to be. Your mage resource collection needs to be put as a high priority. Should go also after the I need high ground. You're gonna get me. Ooh, resources. Okay, high ground. once I grab this one, that's enough. No, he's got me killed. Okay, it's a good defensive area, but going the right way up is friggin' annoying sometimes. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go. Back to Haven. Hopefully I have good enough resources to use. Because really, I got wiped at the beginning. Like, I'm being seriously honest. Nightmare mode, I got wiped. Up to the last part where you have to fight the feed demon, I think it is, to close the breach, so you stabilize it. 3 goes at it. Like, for someone who's played through this so many times and not taken 3 goes to have to do it, have to do it in 3 goes on night mode.
And everyone knows
Shameful
who you are.
for me.
How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work. Something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Goodbye.
Right.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't have what he has. It's probably one of those ones that you probably need to buy. Go with the Liam stuff. Oh, our resources are only electric though, and I need fire. That's not gonna work. Electric's not gonna work. Gonna have to wait another stop till after we've gone to the haven a bit. Do we have enchant? Yeah.
A good horse. Feels silly.
Templars, I'd imagine. I've seen them weaken magic.
What about the rebel mages?
You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajin was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up, you just give the word.
Farewell.
Does it trouble you?
I wish I could get rid of it.
We have need of it yet.
So you've mentioned.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
You're even taller than I'd heard.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Cassandra tells me you have a plan.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Qunari, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach? The real threat?
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
She asked for me? You don't think that could be an ambush?
I doubt it. From what I know of her, she's a kind soul, and not the sort to involve herself in violence. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
I have a name yet now, and it's not the Herald.
Let's see what we have.
To work?
Let us begin.
There's nothing else I want to come in. But this is what I'm gonna say just as we enter the hinterlands. Oh nightmare, this is gonna be time consuming. Which is exactly how all my net meant to be.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. They might not know much about the Qunari, but you'll get no backtalk from anyone here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Now, I wish they had done it so you could actually command more troops than just your squad. But I'll leave you guys here, and thank you all for watching. I'll be back soon with a startup of an Elven playthrough. I haven't decided if it's going to be Archer or Swordsman yet, but you'll see when I start what it will be.